guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I have a little special guest today. That's Nala. That's my little Nally Parley. I'm sorry that I look super rough. I'm full of a cold, but so I need some makeup to like cover my face up. So today I am doing a full face of Beauty Bay's most affordable makeup. So I went on to Beauty Bay, just went on to the makeup section, filtered low to high, and then whichever section of like whichever foundation came up first, I bought that, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we're going to do a full face of Beauty Bay's most affordable makeup. It's all here near Little Kiss Cat. So the primer that was the cheapest was actually the one that I've already got, which is the ordinary primer, which is, we know I don't like, but I'm going to use it because otherwise it's a waste of money. So I'm just going to pop the ordinary primer on. I don't like this purely because of the smell. I like how thick it is and I quite like what it does to my face, but the smell just like knocks me sick. If you can hear scratching or anything, it's because Nala's now on the floor scratching the bed. So I apologise if you can hear any cat sounds, and if you can hear a little bell, that's because she's got a little bell on her collar because she's so cute. The smell knocks me sick. It's horrible. Even with a cold I can smell it. But I do have a bit of dry skin under here because my lips have been a bit chapped. So it does like blur that out. So if I could just ignore the smell, I think it'd be okay. Oh, there she is, you can see her. Oh, she's so cute. And because I've got my ring light on, a little collar showing up. So that is the primer all rubbed in. Jesus, I do need some makeup today, don't I? Yeah, that is the primer all rubbed in. So now I always use my fingers for primer. They're clean, they're clean. So the most affordable foundation was this Revolution Matte Base Pure Blurring Full Coverage Foundation in the shade F1. This is the shade I've got in the other Revolution foundation that I do have that you saw in the haul. Oh, it's got a little one of those metal things on the bottom. Don't go wrong. So I'm just going to squirt some on the back of my hand. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good shade, if I'm honest. It's thinner than I thought it was going to be, so I'm just going to put it on my face. I need a lot of it because I look disgusting today. Disgusting. And then I've just got, where is it? One of my beauty sponges, and I'm just going to buff that in and see if it blends okay. It's blending quite nicely, and with regards to full coverage, I think it actually is, which is what I need. I think it's a good colour. I don't know, I think I suit like more yellow toned foundation than I do pink. So, and this is the lightest shade they have, which is good because I am super light. So that's the foundation all buffed into skin. I like it. I think it's nice. I think it's blended out really well. I think I got the perfect amount. And it's just, yeah, it's dead good colour. I like it a lot, so I'll definitely be using that again. All the prices and the links to all of these will be down in the description also. So next up we've got the cheapest eyebrow products. Hang on, I'm a ghost again. Oh my god, why'd you do this? The cheapest eyebrow products was this Revolution Focus and Fix Eyebrow Shaping Kit, and it comes with 4 little, I'll cover the mirrors up, 3 little shades and then like a gel thing, and it also comes with a cute pair of tweezers, which is handy. I plucked my eyebrows the other day. I've got like a gap here, so I'm going to have to use a bit of a darker colour there, but I'm going to take my normal eyebrow brush and I'm going to go into, probably, this is really light, so I'm probably going to go into the darkest shade here and fill in my eyebrows. it goes on really nice. I've used the darkest shade in here because I do like to have dark eyebrows. I'm actually having my eyebrows tinted for the first time soon, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm having lashes done also, so I'll just do the other one. So there are the eyebrows done. I think it's a really good little kit. I do actually, so I can throw my other one away now. I've been refraining from using any of these products until this video, so now I'm glad I've got a new eyebrow kit. I'm not using the gel thing just because I never ever use. I've got like the little Benefit Gimme Brow one, and that's the only one I'll use, so obviously I'm not going to use that in this video. Unfortunately, the cheapest concealer on there was this Revolution, the Matte Effects Cover and Conceal one, but it's one of these. But I thought, no, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to use the most affordable one, so I'm hoping it doesn't move the foundation too much. So I'm just going to put it, oh I'm scared. This is in the shade MC02 Fair, and I'm just going to put it where I normally put concealer. So there it is on that eye. I'm hoping it doesn't dry too quickly, set too quickly, and I can buff. I might buff my under eyes first and then go to the other things. Oh my god, this thing doesn't stay up. Stay there! So it's under both of my eyes at the minute, so I'm just going to use one of my little concealer beauty sponges and try and buff. Oh, to be fair, it buffs quite easily. Wow. To be fair, it does blend out quite easily, so I'm not sure whether it sets dead quickly because obviously I buffed it in before I did everywhere else on my face. So I'll just go back in to where it is slightly yellow, more yellow, but I can deal with it. So I'm hoping, this isn't my first choice of like concealer, but because I was doing this video, I didn't cheat. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm quite pleasantly surprised. Like, this was the one thing out of all of the products that I was slightly worried about because of what kind of concealer it is. And other people may absolutely love this kind of concealer, but I don't know. I don't tend to really like it, but I'm pleasantly surprised, which is a good thing. Look, it's just completely buffed that away. That's great. Yeah, like I said, all prices and links to all these products will be down in the description, which is always handy. So you know, Beauty Bay, if you want to sponsor me, then it's a done deal. I'm sorry, but I am happy with that. I'm happy with that. Like, I don't really know if it's covered anything up. I'm happy with that. What do you think? I'm really happy. Next up is the powder. It is, a lot of this stuff is Revolution, Makeup Revolution, and I love Makeup Revolution. It's my favourite, probably one of my favourite brands. So it's a pressed powder in the shade Soft Pink Porcelain. And look how it comes out. That is so cute. Oh, and it also comes with a little sponge, and a little pocket. Have you ever seen them cups that have got like a little biscuit pocket? Reminds me of one of them. So stick that back in there because I'm going to use my usual Real Techniques powder brush, because this face has got to be set because I don't do anything other than matte. I think if somebody else did my makeup and did it like not matte, so yeah, I'm just using my normal Real Techniques brush. Don't really need to use a mirror to put powder on. I don't anyway. And do it down my neck as well because I did blend some foundation into my neck, even though I think it was a very good match. Like so. Be careful not to get it all in my brows, because you know, these brows are clearly perfection. Brows are probably the thing that I'm worst at. And then I always take a little setting brush and I just do a little bit extra under my eyes to set that concealer, because that is the concealer that we don't really want cracking, because I do get lines and bags and stuff under there. A lot of bags. It's very windy today, can you hear it? The door's going and everything. Okay, so that is the powder done. So I haven't cheated with this either. The cheapest thing on Beauty Bay for your bronzer, your contour and your highlighter was actually, again, Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in Ultra Fair. You've got bronze and blush and highlighter powders, and these are the colours which I think are nice. The blusher is slightly shimmery, which I'm not too sure about. So I'll take my usual contour brush, again from Real Techniques. Real Techniques are the one for brushes. Where's my mirror? And I'm just going to contour in the normal places that I would. Don't tell me that the powder's shimmery, really. When I put this on, I was like, oh Jesus, it looks orange, but I always put it under my jaw as well, you know, to try and give me a bit of a line, but it doesn't really work because I've got such a fat face. So I'll put it on this side, underneath my jaw, like so. Yeah, when it first goes on, it does look quite, and then just up here, it does look quite orange. So you really gotta buff if you don't want to look orange. I've just noticed that I don't like the way the makeup is set on my nose. My nose is always an issue. Always. It's always like, it always sets weird on my nose. I don't know why. Because it's so big. So I think I look quite bronzy now. So I'm gonna go in with the blusher shade. I don't know if you can see, but it kind of looks quite shimmery, this blusher, and I don't know, so I'm going in with my Real Techniques blush brush. I don't even need to say Real Techniques anymore because all but one brushes I use Real Techniques. And because I put quite a lot on, I'm just going back in with my powder brush. Kind of like dull it down a bit because of the gold shimmer in the blusher. Not a fan of the blusher. We're going to save highlight till last. So next up we have got the eyes. So we've actually got a brand that I've never used before, which was the cheapest eye, the most affordable eye makeup, which is Wet and Wild. I got the Colour Icon eyeshadow quad, what shade is it? Stop Ruffling My Feathers is the shade. So it's got a transition brow bone, crease and eyelid shade. It tells you which is which I think is super cute. So we're going to take, this is the only brush. This is the only brush in my collection that I don't use, it's not Real Techniques. This is what I got. This is a Luxie brush, the tapered blending brush that I got from Birchbox one time. So I'm just going into the transition with this shade and I'm just going to pop that all in the crease here. Wow, that's quite pigmented considering it's a Wet and Wild one. I think it was about £1.50 for this. That's actually blended out so nice. I like that. I think that's really pretty. Wow. I'm just going to do this one eye on camera, then I'll go off and do this eye, because otherwise this video is going to be about 20,000 hours long. So that is the transition colour. I like that. I'm a fan. And now I'm going to go in with my crease brush and go into the crease section. There's not actually too much fallout in this, so the crease one is like an orangey gold shimmery shade. So I'm going to go in with my detailed crease brush and I'm going to pop that into the crease. Wow! I'm sorry, but some people charging an absolute fortune for palettes and quads and eye makeup when this Wet n Wild one is so pigmented and it's so cheap. I like this eye quad. Wow, I'm going to be using this again. I like that. I really like that. So I'm going to take just another little like crease brush here, and I'm just going to kind of like buff them to the transition colour and the crease colour into each other at the top. I'm seriously impressed. I'm seriously impressed. So next we're going on to the eyelid, which is a lovely like pink shimmery colour, and I also always find that shimmers go on better with your finger. So I'm going to use my finger for this, and I'm just going to pop that on the eyelid. So this one is the least pigmented, but I think it's because it's the lightest shade. So you do need to go in a couple of times. Maybe it'll be different if I use a brush. I'll try use a brush and see if that makes any difference. The brush seems to be picking up more than my finger did. But yeah. There we go. I think that's really pretty. I like it. I hope you do too. And now I'm just going to go back into the crease colour here, and I'm just going to pop that under the eye because I have to have some colour under my eye. There we go. I think that's really nice. I think it makes my eye colour stand out too. And then the last part of the eye makeup is they've given us a brow bone highlight. So I'm just going to go in with a little brush, swish that around. Bit of fallout there, and I'm just going to pop that onto the brow bone. I'm not sure about the brow bone colour. Kind of makes it look like I've been punched in the eye, but everything else I'm such a fan of. I know this looks crazy at the minute, so I'm just going to go off camera and just do my other eye very quickly. So that is both eyes done. So next we go on to the eyeliner. I thought because it's a more natural look this time, the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon Eyeliner in the shade Calling Your Buff was the cheapest neutral eyeliner, so I bought this for my waterline. Let's see, I think it's just made me look a little bit more awake. It has made my eyes water a little bit, but eyeliner always does. So I've decided not to get any liquid eyeliner for this look because, like I said, it's more neutrally colours rather than dark colours that I'm used to. I look so weird with nothing on my lips, don't I? So again, Wet n Wild was the cheapest in the mascara as well. So this is the Mega Protein Mascara, and I got this in the colour Very Black. I don't know what the difference between black and very black is, but here we go. I've got a Rimmel mascara that is not as good as this. What the hell? I'm sorry, ignore the blobs, I'm going to get rid of them in a minute. But how good is that mascara? That is mad. I like it a lot. So I'm going to leave that to dry, the mistakes to dry, because as you saw in my Primark video, there's a little secret. So I'm going to do the highlight next, because I like to highlight my Cupid's bow before I put makeup on. So I'm going back into this little palette. I'll just get my little highlighty brush. Where's it gone? So it's just the same little like setting brush that I used earlier, and I'm just going to go into the highlighter in the middle. Let's hope this is good, and I'm going to put it where I normally put my highlight. That is, look at that. That is actually amazing. This is probably the one thing in this palette that I do like a lot. I can't get over that. Have you seen? Blinding. Blinding. I'm gonna pop some on my nose also. This is amazing. This is so good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. A little bit on the Cupid's bow there. A little bit on my chin. Just a teeny bit. I don't want that standing out too much. And then just a little bit up here also. That highlighter is madness, isn't it? Wow. Wow, as I always say. So now I'm just going to get my little spoolie and get rid of the mistakes I made with the mascara because I'm an idiot. Why do I always make mistakes like that? No. There we go. And last but not least is the lipstick. So I decided to go for a more dark colour. So the first darker plummy colour that came up was obviously Makeup Revolution in the shade Rebel with a Cause, which is cool, and it is this shade, and it's got a little like bit on the top as well, so if you'd rather you can unscrew it usually. Yeah. Or you can pop it off, and it comes with a little bit of the lipstick in there that you just, if you'd rather use a lip brush to do your lips, then you use that little bit there, which I think is quite cool. And this is the shade, so I'm just going to pop this on. Once again, happy with that. That was £1. Actually, I've made a little bit of a mistake. Yeah, that was £1 for that. Like, look how pigmented that is. And do you know what it reminds me of? The smell reminds me of, do you remember, like, I don't know if you used to do this, but like going into your mum's makeup bag and getting a lipstick out and putting lipstick all over your face. It smells like an old lipstick, which I know sounds really weird, but brings back memories. So guys, there you have it. That is my full face of Beauty Bay's most affordable makeup. I am so happy with the results. Apart from the powder setting and the foundation setting on my nose, I'm happy with the results. My favourite things were probably the eye makeup. I like the lipstick and the highlight from this palette. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. It gets a massive thumbs up from me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment, let me know if there's any more of these type of videos you would like me to do. I have already got Primark brushes that I want to do, I want to test Primark brushes, but otherwise I need some help deciding what to do. So yeah, leave me a comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you are new and you'd like to see more of this type of video. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks guys.